Hi friends, welcome to today's piano tutorial. My name is Josh, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song Forget Me by Capaldi. This is going to be a pretty easy song to learn on the piano, so if you're just a beginner, I encourage you to give it a shot, and let's get started. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be a pretty easy song. There's really just going to be one main section that repeats through the whole song, and then we briefly change it up a little in the pre-chorus of the song. But let me show you a little bit of what that's going to sound like. Here we go. And then the pre-chorus. And then kind of back into the main part. And that's pretty much how that song goes. So yeah, let's get started now by breaking down how we're going to play that. And we're going to start with the right hand, which you saw there is going to be pretty simple. It's almost the exact same thing through the whole song. And we're going to start here with just two notes, which are going to be B and E, okay? And we're going to practice this rhythm that we're going to play. And that rhythm is going to sound like this. And we're going to be counting this song in 4. So we're going to have 4 beats in every measure, and that'll sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you hear there, we're playing on beats 1 and 4, and then also right after beat 2, in between beats 2 and 3 there. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? So that's going to be the rhythm that we're going to be playing. And now, once you get that right hand rhythm down, you can add in the left hand. And we're going to start here on our A chord. We're just going to be playing an A in the left hand. And so we're going to be playing one measure on each chord. It'll sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then we'll go up to our C sharp here in the left hand for our C sharp minor chord. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? So repeating those first 2 lines. Alright, now after this we're going to go down to a B here in the left hand, and in the right hand we're going to have a change here. And we're going to play this D sharp instead of the E, okay? So you saw what we did there is we started with our B chord, 1, 2, and 3, 4. This one we're going to play for 2 measures, so that's the first one, then 1, 2, and 3, 4. And on that last beat, before we go back into the start of our progression, we're going to go down here to a G sharp in the left hand, go back to our B and E in the right hand, so that's like an E chord here, E over G sharp. And then we repeat. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 Alright, just like that. One other thing to note that here in the right hand is you don't always have to go to this D sharp here when you go on the B chord. Sometimes I like to play this E once or twice or even a few times and play a B suspended chord instead of a B. Because you see, like a normal B chord sounds like this, but a suspended B chord kind of sounds like it's like a little bit of tension and then it resolves down to that B chord. So you can kind of mix that in like this. And you see how that kind of just adds a little bit to the song. Now, I really encourage you as you're learning songs like this to not just think about the notes, but think about the chords that we're playing. So for instance, the chords that we're going to be using in this song are going to be an A chord, a C sharp minor chord, and a B chord. And then we have this one transition chord that's an E over G sharp. But so our A chord sounds like this, even though we're playing A, B, and E, which usually an A chord would look like this with the C sharp. This is like an A2 chord, you could call it, or an A sus2, you might call it. So that's our first chord, A2. And then you come up here to a C sharp minor chord, which C sharp minor has C sharp, E, and G sharp. Here we're playing the E on top. We're going to omit the G sharp here. We're not going to play that. And we're adding this B, which is the 7th. 1, 3, 5, 7. So that's going to be C sharp minor 7. And then like I showed you before, we have B suspended and B here. Before going to our E over G sharp chord, all right? That's just a normal E chord, E, G sharp, and B. But instead, we're going to be playing this G sharp in the bass. All right, E over G sharp. Those chords one more time for you. A2, C sharp minor 7, and B suspended with B. And then that E over G sharp transition. All right, so the last thing that I need to teach you now is in the pre-chorus of the song, there's just one minor change, and that thing is going to be, instead of starting on this chord, which is going to be our A chord, we're going to actually just start down here with an F sharp in the left hand. And this is going to be like an F sharp minor 7 chord, kind of like this, but instead of playing this A and this C sharp here, we're going to be playing just the same right hand to keep it simple with the B, okay? And then we just continue with our regular progression after that. So it sounds like this. All right, but yeah, that's everything you need to know to play this song. And then if you want to, you can add in a little bit more of your own, maybe play some octaves here in the left hand, add a little bit of rhythm as well, and then you can play something like this. All right, and there you go. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. I would really appreciate that. And hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of the videos that I post. Go ahead and check out some of the other tutorials I have on my channel here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.